Hi guys, this is a happiness equation and I'm Naveen Nair, and I like to make people happy, so I have put the happiness of an individual into an equation, and I hope it helps you and serves you. Now here H is equal to S plus T plus M plus C plus D plus R plus S plus N5S plus FSA minus RE plus SU minus BC plus CP. We'll talk about this later. This is the second equation. Now here, in order to make yourself happy, you first have to be unhappy. So now what we are talking about here is S here is stress. So stress is actually a friend. You can go and hear the TED talk about stress as a friend and how does stress helps a person. At least the knowledge of stress being a help actually saves lives. Now stress, how does stress help? Now stress basically creates a situation where your heart starts pounding, and when your heart starts pounding, your heart becomes stronger. You start breathing heavily. When you start breathing heavily, what happens is that your brain gets oxygenated. Stress, when you are stressful, there is a release of hormones like cortisol and also adrenaline. And not only does cortisol and adrenaline release at that time, so does the oxytocin. And yes, oxytocin strengthens the heart. Now, let us go towards the next variable, which is P. Now, P here is tryptophan. Tryptophan is an amino acid which basically there are certain food items I can talk of, is like if you consume a banana, if you consume quinoa, you actually get tryptophan amino acids in them. And tryptophan is very important for the release of the neurotransmitter serotonin. Now we require magnesium, which is the M. We require magnesium for the conversion of the amino acid tryptophan to the neurotransmitter serotonin. Now again, to convert the serotonin to melatonin, we require calcium. And yes, the presence of calcium in the body is said to enhance melatonin production while asleep. You can also go and verify this at Google. After this we have D. D is dopamine. Dopamine is also a neurotransmitter, which is also known as the happiness hormone, happiness neurotransmitter, which actually helps in making you happy, and also it is released by achieving goals. However small the goals are, I would ask you to put them down in your agenda, and by the end of the day try to tick mark them, or write it down again in tomorrow's agenda, so that you get a sense of achievement. And for sure, once you start achieving 2 or 3 things out of the 5 things you've written, or 5 or 6 things out of the 10 things you have written, this hormone, this neurotransmitter is going to be released. After this we have rest. Yes, rest is definitely important for happiness. We all know that. Then we have sleep. You know, sleep is a very important. Sleep is very important for us to actually release melatonin in our system, which you can see the vast benefits of melatonin, because melatonin is very, very important for the reduction of cortisol and for the reduction of adrenaline in our system, and the other vast benefits, you can just Google them. Now we go towards the N5S. N5S here is basically the nourishing of the five senses. N is for nourishing, 5, and S is for senses. Now when you nourish your five senses, the taste, the touch, the sight, the hearing and the smelling, basically it makes you happy. And nourishing the five senses is it's also there about nourishing the five senses in the book of Mr. Yongye Mingyu Rinpoche. You can see that nourishing your five senses actually helps a lot. Now in nourishing the five senses, like you can listen to good music, you can see good things, like you can go in the nature to see good things, you can see nice visuals, you can see all the possible nice things you want to, and you can smell good things, you can smell the wood, you can smell flowers, you can smell perfumes, you can smell basically good things. And then you have the eating part of it. One of the senses is taste. You can taste good things. Basically the concept is to eat things which are healthy and tasty. It should not be either of the two, it should be both of them. And then last but not the least is the touching part of it. You can feel your pet, you can feel the wood, you can feel different types of cloth. You can try to feel all the good things. You can carry a baby and you can pat your pet, anything. So yes, nourishing your five senses also makes you happy. Then you have the FSA, which is basically having fun, doing your subconscious activities. Basically it is any physical activity like running or like singing, like dancing or like skating, anything which engages your mind for a certain amount of time. And this definitely makes you happy. And then we go towards the resistance. You should avoid resistance, and resistance definitely leads to stress. But yes, stress is a friend, but yes, too much of resistance is also not good for you, and resistance is actually not good for you. So we will discuss in another video about eliminating resistance. Basically it's like topics about control, it's topic about always trying to edit your life. Then we go towards the next, which is speaking up. Speaking up is, you should not try to suppress emotions. You should speak up your thoughts, what you want to speak up in front of anyone you think is trying to silence you. And yes, this will definitely make you happy. It will make you feel more empowered. It will add meaning to your life. And yes, it is very, very important for your happiness. Now after this is, you have to completely avoid the dominant characters, which is the DC, the dominant characters. You should try to avoid these kind of people by simply staying away from them. You starve them by staying away from them. You should speak out your mind in front of these kind of people. Basically, you should also basically avoid these kind of people. And last but not the least is the cleansing of the pineal gland. Now the pineal gland is a gland which is responsible for your intuition and is also responsible for the clarity. Now clarity is very, very important, because once you have the intuition, once you have the clarity, your activities increase, and this definitely, when your activities increase, your neurogenesis increases. You actually start producing more brain activity, more neurons in your head. That's what I believe. You can just go and verify it yourself. And now this is all what you should do according to me. Additions and also subtractions to achieve happiness. That's what I believe. And the second way, this is my personal belief, you have a free choice, obviously everyone does, including me, to follow this second equation, which according to me is happiness is equal to Jesus. Now this entire above thing is my life's work, is I've been just trying to form an equation, or trying to form a way of making people happy, and the second one is also my life's work, because I've been trying to follow different things, and lastly I have found that all the above things get into place when I just followed the second equation. So it would depend on you to follow what you want to, but yes, following Jesus made me achieve all the above, and thanks a ton for coming here and watching the video. Thank you.